Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I am finally doing a peanut butter taste test. I know you guys, it's an absolute transgression that yours truly, the peanut butter fanatic, has not yet done a peanut butter taste test. So I filmed a nut butter taste test a while back. If you haven't seen that, it's really fun and I highly recommend that you go watch it. But I actually filmed that video in hopes to quell your demand for a peanut butter taste test. I'm making it sound like I didn't want to do a peanut butter taste test. No. That is not the case. This is probably the most excited I've ever been for a video. I am so excited to do a peanut butter taste test. I just thought that you guys would prefer a nut butter taste test because there's more variety in a nut butter taste test, different nuts and such. However, my nut butter taste test actually seemed to provoke your desires for a peanut butter taste test. So here we are. So I am so pumped for today's video and I will actually be doing this in two parts. This video, I will be taste testing all of the sugary peanut butter, and then in my part 2 I will be taste testing all of the natural peanut butters with no added sugar. I just didn't want to combine the two because number one, that's a lot of peanut butter, but number two, I feel like that will help me better gauge my taste for the sugary peanut butter and the not sugary peanut butter. So without further ado, enough babbling, let's get started. I have 12 different peanut butters. The first half all have no hydrogenated oils and then the second half have hydrogenated oils. I don't know if that's gonna make much of a difference, but that just helped me figure out which ones to eat first because I couldn't decide. So we're gonna start off with Smart Balance. I'd seen this at the store before, but like it didn't really absorb into my brain that it actually existed because I just never really like saw it. I got this one on sale and it has omega-3 fatty acids in it. So that's just a plus. You get your key family of polyunsaturated fats. So I think all the peanut butters have palm oil in them, but this one actually has an addition of flaxseed oil and molasses. I feel like that's gonna make it taste pretty decadent because molasses is bomb. Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm pumped. So this one has a little bit of oil on the top. So I'm just gonna kind of stir it on the top just so I don't get like a big bite of oil. That would not be very pleasant. I'm so excited for this. I eat peanut butter pretty much every day, so. Okay. It's good, but there's something in there that's throwing me off. I don't know if that's the flaxseed oil, but there's a flavor in there that's like, I don't know, kind of throwing me off. I'm gonna start out this rating. I mean, it's peanut butter, it's amazing, but I'm probably gonna give it like a 7 or 7.5 on a scale of peanut butters. But we'll see where we go from there. Next up is Earth Balance. I've never had this one before, but this one also contains flaxseed or flaxseed oil. I'm pretty sure Earth Balance also has butter. I'm not exactly sure, but I've heard good things about this brand. So this one's oily. I'm gonna have to mix it. And yes, I'm cleaning off my spoon in between uses. Okay, I think I stirred it up enough. Didn't think I was gonna have to do that for any of these, but I'm just kidding. So this one's obviously more runny. This one's better. I don't know what it was about the other one then, because the other one was like, I don't know, there was a weird aftertaste. This one's good. It also kind of has a little bit of an interesting aftertaste, but it's better. I give this one an 8. Next up, I've actually had this one before, and that is Peanut Butter & Co.'s Smooth Operator. I had this in a video a while back, but I have to try it again because I have to compare it to these other peanut butters. Also, I don't really remember how this one tastes. I think I liked it, but I don't know if it was my favorite. That's what it looks like. There's a little bit of oil on the top of this one as well. Ooh, but this one's a lot creamier than the last two. Very sweet, Yeah, this one's a little bit better. 8.5. It's creamy, sweet. It's not the best, but it's still good. Okay, next we have Good and Gather's peanut butter. This one is Target's brand. This one has no hydrogenated oils in it, and all of the ingredients are organic, which is really cool. Way to go, Target. That's what it looks like. Okay, this one also has a teeny bit of oil on top. Very creamy as well. Oh. So this one's more nutty. There's like an aftertaste that's also throwing me off, but it's weird. It's not even really an aftertaste, like I got it the whole time. It's more salty. This one's honestly probably a 7.5. It's good, but there's just a weird flavor to it. Okay, next up we have Sprouts creamy peanut butter. Says no stir, so, which I don't necessarily mind stirring my peanut butter because I eat natural peanut butter all the time. Like, I prefer natural peanut butter over sugary peanut butter, but the whole point of this video is to eat sugary peanut butter, which you don't have to stir, or you shouldn't have to. So, I'm just being dramatic. Oh. I don't really know how to feel about how it looks. Okay, this one appears to be more thick, like, more of a natural peanut butter. I don't know if you guys can see that. It smells good. Okay. So this one's gritty, but the flavor, that's a 9 or 9.5. That's good. Definitely would get that again. Okay, next up we have Trader Joe's peanut butter. I've heard that this one is really, really good, so I'm super excited to try it. Looks very creamy and beautiful. There's a thin layer of oil on the top, so I'm just gonna mix that in a little bit. Okay. Very creamy though. That iconic peanut butter flavor. Super creamy. 9. Okay, so now we're on to the peanut butters that have hydrogenated oils in them. Like I said, I don't know if it's gonna make a difference. So, I've also had this one before. This is Walmart's brand peanut butter, great value. When I tried this, it was in my Walmart taste test, and I think it was pretty good. Honestly, I have a memory of a fish, so I don't remember. No oils on top. So creamy. It's more of like your iconic sugary peanut butter taste, but I'm probably still gonna give this one an 8.5, almost a 9. Okay, next up is the brand Kroger, which I've also had this one before, but this, I'm pretty sure it's the Smith's brand, not sure, but it's the brand Kroger. And fun fact, before I was vegan, I mean, it doesn't matter whether or not I was vegan or not, but we used to get Kroger's natural peanut butter all the time. But now we get Costco because Costco's natural peanut butter is the best. Except, I don't know yet because I'll have to wait till part 2 of this taste test. Anyway, I digress. Looks just like the Walmart one. Okay. Actually, I'm gonna scoop it out for you guys. Ah. That was not as graceful as I hoped for, but whatever. It's kind of on the same level as the Walmart one, maybe a little bit better, so probably 8.5 or 9. I don't know. All right, next up we have Peter Pan, which I had in my nut butter taste test, and it was good. We will see how it compares. This one has more speckles in it. That's good. There's no weird aftertaste. Tastes like peanut butter. It's creamy. 9. Alright, next up, I've surprisingly never had this one before, and that is Reese's peanut butter. This one is accidentally vegan, and they actually use molasses in this one as well, which I just love molasses. Look at that shine. Don't know if it's necessarily a good thing to eat something that looks like that, but I'm just kidding. This one's more nutty than the Peter Pan. But it's good. I think that one's also a 9. It's pretty comparable to Peter Pan. It's just more nutty, but it's good. It's the same. All right, we are down to our last two, and these are the most iconic. So, Skippy peanut butter. Skippy was my childhood peanut butter. I remember I went to this thing called Co-op with a bunch of foreigners because I used to live in China. And I know you didn't ask for a story time, but I'm gonna give it to you anyway. We would bring lunches, and one of my friends always had those like Skippy packets that you could just suck up into your mouth. I remember I was always so excited to go over to her house because I just wanted one of those Skippy packets. So Skippy was my favorite as a kid. I was obsessed with it, but my mom never bought Skippy peanut butter, so whenever I got it, it was such a treat. Okay, here we go. Ooh, this one's a lot, I guess it's thinner or looser. It wasn't as thick when I went to get a spoonful of it. It doesn't stick to your mouth as easily. I don't know what it is. I really hope it's not a preconceived notion, or not a preconceived notion, biased. The fact that I'm biased, or I've had good memories associated with it. I don't know if that's why it just tastes better to me, or if it's because the texture is a little bit easier. The flavor is good, but it's not the best, but it's like a 9 or a 9.5. Unfortunately, not as good as I remember it. But, and then last but not least, I've actually had this one for a while because if you've been with me for a while, I was planning on doing a peanut butter challenge where I tried to take down a whole peanut butter jar, and then I ended up deciding not to do that because I want to enjoy myself. So that's why this one's so big. But I've been saving this for this taste test now because I've accumulated these over time. I couldn't get all these in one go, it's just too expensive. But Jif is now my favorite sugary peanut butter, so we'll see if that still holds true. That's really fun. Oh. Okay, moment of truth. There's just something about it. It's not as thick as Peter Pan, but it's not as runny or loose as Skippy. They got the texture down, the flavor's just right. Not too salty, not too sweet. 9.5 or 10, I don't know. This one's just so good. Okay, I'm going to compare this one to the other two that I rated the highest, which was Sprouts. Was it Trader Joe's or was it Skippy? Because thinking back on it, I don't remember what I rated them. Like I said, brain of a fish. I'm pretty sure I liked this more than the Skippy. Okay, hold on. No, it's not an excuse to... Okay, maybe it's an excuse to eat more peanut butter, but... Okay, Trader Joe's. And Skippy. I think I like this one better. There's just more of a full flavor. Okay, so I just tasted that one. Gonna compare it to this one. The flavor of this one might be a little better, but there's something about the texture and the graininess of this one. They're both pretty equal. So this one has powdered sugar in it and cornstarch. I think that's how they get their like thick texture. You guys, I can't decide. These are both really good, but I think this one is more unique and I like that. But I mean, if we're rating peanut butters, I think most people would like this one better. So if you like crunchy peanut butter or even grainy peanut butter, I really like grainy peanut butter depending on my mood. This one's grainy, but it's so good. So I would actually highly recommend Sprouts and then Trader Joe's. So, moment of truth. This is still the winner. Dun, 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 dun. There you guys have it. This is just my opinion, you guys. And by the way, none of this is sponsored. Just because I thought Jif is the best doesn't mean that you need to think the same. Plus, my opinions change. I mean, I told you that Skip used to be my favorite, but now Jif is. And so my opinion could change in the future. I could have a new favorite in the future. Who knows? But right now it's still Jif. That's just what I'm feeling. And also, it kind of depends on your mood. Because in the past, I've had a peanut butter craving. And so I went to get some peanut butter. And I think it was Jif. And I ate it and I was like, this is not what I wanted. And so then I had some natural peanut butter and that was totally the vibe. Like that was what I was craving. And so I usually crave natural peanut butters, but sometimes I just want that sugary peanut butter, you know? So it really just depends on my mood. Anyway, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I did. It was so much fun. Now I need to go make a bunch of things involving peanut butter because I have so many jars of peanut butter. I really, really hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up if you liked it and if you want to see the part 2 with the natural peanut butters. And don't forget to subscribe. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye, guys.